Okay, let's get this. Make sure I'm on there. Mic's good. Okay, let's get going. Okay, so
Welcome. I've prepared a special present for you.
yeah, as I said, these should all be in shop with infinite. I'm buying this. All of these still have infinite ammo. Yeah, I can buy the Dragoon. This. I can also now sell, like, because I'm gonna buy. Actually, wait.
A
So
good
this.
deal, if I say so myself.
This is my laser sword. This is cool. This is gonna take place of my knife. That's my pistol. And then we're gonna also, wait, this I can put there because it now has infinite ammo, which is overpowered.
Oh, good.
Super
I was just
overpowered.
thinking of ways to pass the time.
Because it does a lot of damage, but it also does a lot of damage. This thing does not as much damage, but it's a rocket launcher, so I'm gonna buy it.
I saw you eyeing that one.
This is also pretty cheap. This is also pretty cheap. I'm not gonna use it. I'm gonna buy this. Buy this. I wish I could buy. I don't need rifle ammo anymore. I have infinite ammo and everything. Is this cheating? Yes. Yes, this is cheating. This is cheating to the highest degree. But the amount
Have
I
a wonderful adventure.
so well. Oh, that's so cool. That's sick.
Très bien.
Then I also have this. These are all guns I'm gonna try out. Oh, I never bought the revolver.
You wish to make a purchase? I hope this one makes itself useful.
I just want to try them all out.
Have a wonderful adventure.
I'm obviously gonna have to.
A lovely weapon, sir.
Thank you. So I don't need any ammo anymore. So. No, actually, I'm gonna sell this.
Seeking something in particular? Ah.
Now I can upgrade all my guns. This is useless to me. I'm probably never gonna use that again. This will be worth upgrading. I'm not gonna do it just yet. This will probably also be worth upgrading. Still haven't shot that yet.
A good deal, if I say so myself.
I think I like that one. I think it's funny to hear him laugh. Okay, so first let's rearrange this. We're not gonna need that knife anymore.
Ah, yes.
We can buy this back. I just wanted to try them all out. So now we're gonna sell some of these weapons. This one I don't really need. Does that do? That does less. I can upgrade this though. I'll upgrade it later. This is cool, and I do want to use it, but it's kind of useless for now. This is cool, so I'm going to keep it. This is cool, I'm going to keep it. Obviously keeping that. I don't need that. Need that. It's definitely cooler than the hand cannon, so I'm actually just going to sell the hand cannon for now. This is worth a lot, but not enough for me to like really care. Now if I go to gunsmith, I can upgrade that. But obviously I can buy these guns back for really cheap. Well, cheapish, not really cheap. But
To hunger.
now we got the guns that
Do
we
let
really
me know
need.
if you find anything else of value.
Stack these weapons. So speedrun's probably not legit anymore. But we never wanted a valid one anyways. So, new thing. This is the knife. This is our pistol. That goes there. That's gonna go there. Perfect. Okay, let's go. So I made it up here, and I need to get back to, I think, B4.
It's dark.
That probably took away for some of our time, but it doesn't really matter. Love this game. Dang. Oh dang, that thing's actually really good. Okay, we're just gonna use, because all those are fun, but I'm gonna use this gun because it's the most legitimate gun I have. None of these are in the base game. Well, this one is, but... But, like, it's the least, it's the most, like, it's the least legitimate, or it's the most legitimate gun I have. I already beat this game, that's why I don't care.
This gun's useless.
Yeah. I'll probably disable, for my next speedruns, I'll probably disable infinite ammo. I just wanna, this is just kind of fun. so funny if the gun doesn't even move. Like,
You really are a tough one. But I'm tired of chit-chat. Time to die. You can hear it, can't you? Someone's waiting for you.
Now stay down.
that's all the money. Thought maybe like an explosion might open that up. I don't know. Just gonna. And then now this is basically just the Heisenberg fight.
Damn it again? Can't turn back now.
Oh, now this is the end of the game.
I'm coming, Rose.
Yeah, go after it.
You're like a goddamn cockroach! You think you can take me on? Fine. This will be my war before I kill that bitch. That second place. Man. A man. Your corpse will be another addition to my army. This is the best. So this is the power of fatherly love, huh? Steel on steel! Coward! In the face of my steel glory! Guess I do have to thank that bitch Miranda for this. I'll kill her with the power she gave me. That's what I call being a good son! I fought, spending years under the bitch's throat. The villagers are nothing but a bunch of worthless peons. I'm a goddamn freedom fighter! I'll use your cute hair to become more powerful than ever! Oh, don't give up! The clock is ticking, my friend. Time to go.
Definitely not kind of like a thriller.
Quit acting so full of yourself! That boulder punching asshole! But you're first! You really should have taken my deal. You'll be frozen in the afterlife. Rose's power is one. Right after I murdered Miranda.
I wish there was a
This can't be the end for me! I must kill her!
cutscene starts right after he dies, so I'm just like... Now here's the cutscene.
Captain, I've confirmed the death of Ethan Winters. I wasn't able to retrieve the body, but I've recorded evidence.
Share your screen, and I'll go over the situation.
Been a while since we fought together, Captain. When was it last? The desert?
Doing nothing but recon's gotten me out of shape.
But thanks to your recon, we know Miranda's plan.
Couldn't quite believe it when I heard she turned herself into Mia, though. Taking 5 shots to the head's nothing to sneeze at either. Spooky.
Everyone watch for hostile bioweapons.
Roger.
Made contact with a group of hostile bioweapons.
There's more than we thought. Watch out.
Western Rat is clear, moving out.
BSAA craft spotted. 2 guards. I can take them.
Don't get cocky.
What the hell is that thing? It's all new to my seat.
That's probably where Miranda is. Let's go.
The mole.
Large mutated bioweapon sighted.
The mold may be releasing infectious particulates. Keep your masks on.
I don't know if this makes this weapon super strong, or it just means something.
Hey boss, it's me. I'm at the location preparing for support fire. Might be a minute.
Roger.
Tundra here. Leaving some supplies in one of the houses, Captain. Help yourself.
I have to go to the supplies. Kinda useless to me, not gonna lie. No, I don't have to. Okay. Oh, we're here. No? Okay, we're here.
Umberise, I need some backup.
I've never heard of a mutual IC colony class so huge. Hey, I get eyes on you, boss. Keep going.
My mom's always sure. She thinks he died and gone.
I've reached the target location. Damn, this is big. All right, Lobo. Marking the target.
Roger that, boss. Bingo! All right. Reloading now. Just a minute. It's a swarm headed that way. Okay, Captain. I'm reloading. Ready when you are. Mold is rapidly expanding. There must be something stimulating. Damn it, these things are I'm sure they're thinking the same about you. Takes a minute to target the point. Try and keep the laser on it as long as you can.
Bioweapon numbers are increasing. We need to finish them off quick.
I'll mark a point with the target locator. Hang on.
Roger that. Another hit. Looks like it's about to collapse. Hold your horses. I'm reloading.
It's them.
I'm reloading. Where should I go next?
More from the mountains. East side.
I'm nearby. I'll handle him.
This part's actually kind of hard.
I've reached the target location.
Oh, I forgot.
Damn, this is big. All right, Lobo. Marking the target.
Roger that, boss.
It's hard because how long this stupid thing.
Bingo! All right. Reloading now. Just a minute. There's a swarm headed that way. Okay, Captain. I'm reloading. Ready when you are. The mold is rapidly expanding. There must be something stimulating it. Another hit. Looks like it's about to collapse. Hold your horses. I'm reloading.
It's them.
I'm reloaded. Where should I go next?
BSAA guys are engaging the bioweapons. You're right, Captain, they must be after the Megamycete too.
Takes a minute to target. Take that!
Good. Megamycete must be below.
This is the very end of the game. First time I played it, I was like, whoa, so cool. No, it's okay. It's cool. It's nothing too special. It's, you know.
I found a way down. I'm going in. The rest of you stay back.
Captain, I compared the mold at the village with a sample from the bakers, and there's no sign of the genome editing we saw in the E-series. The stuff originated here.
Guarding the Megamycete, huh? Damn, Lobo, I got a tough guy here. I'm gonna need backup.
Boss, you're on the ground.
There's an opening in the roof. Use it!
Okay, I'm already out. Hold on till I get there.
so.
Reloading now. Just a minute.
Fight isn't too hard. I don't think I have any. Do I? Jesus. No.
Okay, Captain. I'm reloaded. Ready when you are. Hold your horses. I'm reloading. I'm
Hostile
reloaded.
bioweapon.
Where should I point next?
I'll keep going. The rest of you, stay above ground.
So if Miranda was the fake Mia, where's the real one? I doubt she saw any further use for her. I don't get any of this. How did Miranda even know Rose exists?
A moldy little bird told her, maybe?
We can figure that out later. Focus on the plan. I found it. It's the Megamycete. Alpha to squad.
Captain, I have eyes on Miranda at the ceremony site.
Keep your distance. Do not move until I give the order.
I know it's too late now, but we really should have told Ethan the plan.
There wasn't time. And we didn't expect Miranda to act so soon.
Even so, you should have told him.
Yeah. This must be Miranda's lab.
A lot of stuff to examine here, and if I wasn't in a hurry, this would be actually really cool.
What's going on?
It's happening.
Someone there? It's cold. How did I get here? God, it's freezing. I gotta go.
I'll take some first aid. Using this gun's. This is about to be. I'm cheating. This is cheating. I don't even care.
Out of my way.
There we go. Now I can go again.
I gotta keep going.
You fulfilled your purpose, Mr. Rose. You disposed of my false children and awakened the glorious Megamycete. Now, please do not worry for little Rose. I assure you I'll provide her with treats. So now you can die peacefully. You understand the level of
I'm not letting you get away.
How can you deny me?
Why the hell can't you realize Rose is my goddamn kid, not yours?
I think the problem with the boss battles is there's no way to like dodge.
The Megamycete saved me from the pits of despair. It granted me this splendid power.
Yeah, right. All it's done is drive you nuts.
Oh, great Megamycete, hear my prayer! Now, Mr. Winters, I think it's time you left things in my hands. Go on, rest now.
The hell I will.
I will take back my daughter! Die, 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 die! I understand your feelings, Mr. Winters. Truly, I do. But this...
Oh, I died. No. I didn't die the first time.
You fulfilled your purpose, Mr. Winters.
Now it's gotta keep up.
You disposed of my false children and awakened the glorious Megamycete. Now, please do not worry for little Rose. I assure you I'll provide her with true peace. So now you can die peacefully. You understand the love of a parent.
Not letting you get away.
How can you deny me?
Why the hell can't you realize Rose is my goddamn kid, not yours?
Cease this foolishness. The Megamycete saved me from the pits of despair. It granted me this splendid power.
Yeah, right. All it's done is drive you nuts.
Die and be swallowed into the Megamycete for all time. Now, Mr. Winters, I think it's time you left things in my hands. Rest now.
The hell I will.
If I combine Rose with a Megamycete, my daughter will be made manifest at last. I've waited a century, all for this day. Why do you persist in this weakness? I've never seen a human live without his heart. Are you sure you're not? Your time is up! Now die! Why do you interfere? Surely you have no needs now. So close to death.
She's my goddamn daughter, you psycho!
I shall put you to rest. Curse this rat.
I have no idea how I did this the first time.
You walking corpse. This is how you end the Winters. To ensure I never see your face again.
Boom. There you go. Done. Four hours, 14 minutes. Now, yeah, best dad ever. Now I'm viewing trophies. You guys can't see this, but world's best dad is finish it on hardcore difficulty, and then universe's best dad is finish on shadow, village of shadows. I personally cannot do that. Shoot down 5 crows in the story. Open a door to every outside village. Break every breakable window. Push away an enemy after guarding a story. Defeat an enemy from long range with a sniper rifle. Set fire to something in the story. Knock a flaming arrow. Take down something. Use photo mode. Have an insane amount of. Okay, complete the village map. Destroy all the goats. Equip every gun with their customization parts and story. Create every type of. Okay, so I got for I did the thing I was trying to do. So what I was aiming for, because there's Great Dad and then there's Greatest Dad. Wait, where's the? Because I remember there being one that's like beat it at a certain time. Huh. Finish the story within 3 hours. Ah, I didn't do that. Dashing Dad. I can do that next time. I got that. I did pretty good. So 4 hours. That is 2 hours below what I was trying to hit. Now I do have the pack that lets me have all of this straight out the gate. Because I don't want to pay for all this. I have all this. I viewed all that. I viewed all the guns. And then now we're gonna go view all the concept arts. I viewed a good amount of them. Here's Mia and Rose. They never really showed his face. This is just adult Rose. They got Chris, which is cool. The villagers, which is they pretty much stuck to like what they were gonna be. That's cool. The Megamyces, they're in the center. You can kind of see it from the beginning. These parasites are the key to the story of village. They are used in the design of the village symbol, combined with the 4 wings to represent the 4 lords. The golden ring symbolizes the sun, space, and as well as eternity. This suggests that the sun, soul, and everything that encompasses them do not have an end. The parasite in the center is an ominous image which links the whole story back to Rose. And then there's just, the 4 lords, Lycan, that thing, here's Miss Dimitrescu. Similar to the villagers, her hair and clothes are based on the 1960s new fashion. Her hair is based on the Japanese, don't know how to say that, also called 8-foot lady. Dimitrescu was also designed to be a vampire. She has 3 black roses close to her heart, which represent her daughters. Oh, I never realized that. The daughters, they look nothing. Well, I guess they do look like that. To the left to right, there's Bella, Cassandra, and Danielle. I don't know. They each have a flower tattoo on their forehead. Never realized that. There's their things, mutated. Dracula, a motif for Dimitrescu. also means child of dragon. So we went for a dragon vampire design. We used her key colors of white, red, and black combined with key elements found in traditional Resident Evil monster designs. Her scales are actually her cells clumping together. Each of the boss transformation is a larger version of themselves, which this Lady D meant, which for Lady D meant an unusually massive vampire with gigantic fangs. We also designed the way her human body is stored on her back. Also, Demetresques in large cells grow hair-like tendrils thanks to the parasites. Oh, okay. And there's just the doll. Baby, this is terrifying. Baby is a 2 to 3 minute old girl who's 5'10", 5'10", and 7 feet long. Oh, 5'10" tall and 7 feet 7 inches long. She was created from the doll Mia of Mia. Her umbilical cord drags behind as she crawls and calls Ethan Dada. She can open her left eye with effort and will put anything in her mouth. If she finds what she's looking for, she'll instantly eat it. She dribbles a lot and has no teeth, but her hands and feet look like a real baby's. That's terrifying. And this dude, I don't really care about him. Then Heisenberg's main concept is based on Frankenstein. I wouldn't have guessed that. We wanted to create a cool, gray-haired character who was a little rough around the edges. He smokes his favorite Cuban cigars. We went for a look that was the opposite of his human form, a giant mechanical monster that the design based on the idea he uses scrap left behind from the factory. He owns weapons from tanks, planes, and has mountains of scraps for his mass production experiments. The original design was based on splendid royal moth caterpillar. We wanted him to look like he moved on treads to be faster than any other boss monster. That's cool. I don't care about these guys. Stern. The propeller on his head is made from 3 chainsaw blades. He chopped his own arms off when they got in the way of spinning blades. This dude, I don't care about him. Actually, wait, does Stern? Okay. They were one plan to have Stern. There was one plan to have Stern be Heisenberg's real father, and during development, he was called Propeller Man. That's what I call him. This is just Miranda. That's actually really cool. Actually, I want to read Miranda's. Mother Miranda's design is based on the concept of a crow queen. She has religious leader. She is a religious leader who is after Rose and has the ability to mimic anyone or anything. The wings on her back are made of mold, so she's complete control over them. Her dress is an old and worn, showing that she has ruled the village for a very long time. As the root of all evil in the game, you can see her likeness in the talisman used for village. You can also see the crest of the four lords in her stole, further evidence of her rule. It's cool. She also okay. The mold inside of her body has overflowed, and her mouth and skin is starting to crack. Her golden halo is larger and more solid, and is growing out of her spine. She has lived for a very long time, and her age is finally showing. She didn't want the fight with Miranda. We didn't want the fight with Miranda to be like an event, but a challenging boss fight. So we went with a design where her human facade is still intact. Miranda uses the network of mold to access the genetic makeup of various living creatures that are stored in the megamyces. She uses these to transform during battle. Miranda's giant spider-looking form, the concept picture, I don't really care. This is just concept, the book pages. What I do think is cool how I do want to go over these, though. The bats, the main bat in all white and the three in the back, was obviously the concept for the Bat Lord art. How do I zoom in? There you go. This was based, the white on its fur is based on Demetrescu, and the three bats are based on the daughters. The vampire image is a hint that this is a connection to Dracula. The design for the Fish King and the Dark Weaver are based on Moru, and I don't know how to say it respectfully, obviously, because the doll and the fish. The concept for the Iron Steed and Witch are obviously Heisenberg and Miranda. The scene in the book where the girl is taken from under a full moon is the same as the game story. Concept for, yeah, okay. But yeah, the book I think is so cool because it just shows, like, yeah, it just shows the whole story of the game. This was created and used as a key visualization for the team during development so that they could get an idea of Ethan's perspective on the events. Development of the village was a lot of trial and error, but it was always going to be a survival horror game. This was how the Lycans were created. View the mountains towering above the village. This was drawn the first day of development. We wanted to be an impact, to create an impact different from the horror of being trapped in the house like Resident Evil 7. We used tall, overbearing mountains to give this game the isolated feel of a haunted village. It's just the cabin, just little things. The concept for Ethan's trial. Miranda and the Lords began to use this space for trials. The past to pass judgment on heretics. From the left, Demetrescu, Donna, Miranda, Moru, I don't know how to say it, Fish Dude, Heisenberg. Their perspective mannerisms reflect the status of their personalities. I do think that is cool because they have her sitting upright, him, like, yeah, just chilling. It's cool. It's cool. The castle of Demetrescu is creepy, but it's also decorated with alluring images, such as these statues. Concept for the vineyard outside the castle of Demetrescu, which Demetrescu uses to make her wine. You can hear her daughters dragging a victim into the village, a victim from the village into the castle. Concept for Demetrescu dressing room. All of her clothes are either white or red. They never really let you go in her dressing room. A tasting room under the castle where Demetrescu's victims are drained of their blood, which she uses to make her wine. Demetrescu looking around in her wine cellar as Ethan crawls through the tunnels under the castle. A room filled with treasures and works of art. This is where the labyrinth was originally going to be located. That would have been cool. On the left is one of the statues, and one of the statues with the angels. The right is the concept for the iron insignia key, the same insignia on the door. The room, statues, the lady, the lord, the servant, the farmer's stand. The lord bleeds the villagers dry of their crops, which he passes to the servant, who presents the final production to her lady. That would have been cool. Oh, that's creepy. That's creepy. We came up with a number of designs for the keys with a balance of Demetrescu's crest with a feminine design. The final version was selected for its unique silhouette. Huh. I think they should have went with the key with the rose. That made more sense. But, yeah. The door was designed to match Okay. The door with the clearest crest and the most attractive door frame was selected for the final design. Yeah, I think number 5 would have been really hard to see. The crest. I think 6 and 7. I don't know. I kind of like 1 though. 1 was a good idea. Demetress uses her long, sharp claw-like nails to create havoc in the dungeons. It's cool. Concept of the flying enemies on the rooftops. The final tower of the castle where Ethan fights Demetress. This area was initially going to be used for as a storeroom for period weaponry. That would have been cool. The knife used against Demetress, which causes her to transform into the giant creature. I wish they would have actually let you use this weapon throughout the game. That would have been cool. I think that's probably the coolest design. There are definitely cooler ones down there, but that's the most fitting. I don't care about this. I don't care. Okay, the puzzle of Mia was always intended to be a puzzle similar to a Chinese puzzle box, as this was initially going to be a doctor's house. The doll was originally going to be a corpse that looked like Mia. That would have been cool. Concept art for the scene where Ethan runs into him searching for corpses and experiments. How Ethan would get to the windmill into the underground. Okay. We wanted this to be a Rapunzel location where we gave the view and layout a very disgusting atmosphere to match him. Concept art where he meets him and you can see that Heisenberg's factory is far in the distance. Oh, that's cool. The initial thought was that this would be a European fishing village, but this was proved to be too difficult, so we decided to a flooded village instead. Lame to say that. The crank used to turn the windmill is decorated with a legendary sea creature, the Kraken. I'd never even seen that. I don't care. Ooh, that woman looks very real. The concept for this scene where Ethan meets the hag. This is also where he gets the winged key, statues of the 4 kings with a chalice in the center. These found in the village with one protective chalice. The giant chalice placed on the dials, a design of the winged keys closely connected to the village crest. To the right, okay, the house, the gate, okay. A crossroad with a circular dial in the center signals the game's opening up. We had this design left over from Resident Evil 7 with only a minor change to the emblem's logo. The hydration pack equipped on the back gives them a unique design. The BSAA are now rotten and ruined organization who are using soldiers to create new technology. This is once a sawmill that the villagers used, but this is now overrun with Lycans who have turned it into their lair. The concept art for the Lycans lair, stronghold, bridges, stair shafts, caverns, a casting machine, foundry, engine room, grinder, Heisenberg's key, starting in the Battle of Heisenberg, concept for art for the flow of the events leading up to the Battle of Heisenberg. We pictured Ethan falling into the pit around dusk and re-entering from it to a dark, stormy night. This general layout of events didn't change much from early development. Concept art for the boss fight with Heisenberg, early event development, even early development. This battle was going to commence with a self-propelled artillery. The only difference is that the final version, Heisenberg is not defeated using falling transformer towers. That would have been actually a lot cooler. We figured that Heisenberg's yard would be full of scrap vehicles that he used during the fights. Huh. A piece of concept art featuring Chris Redfield. It was intended to depict a three-way battle between Chris, the BSAA, and the Lycans. The mold slowly consumed the village under a red moon as the ceremony reaches a climax. As Miranda starts her plant-looking tendrils of mold begin to overrun the lichens, and the village is thrown into chaos. Chris finds the giant megamyces in some ruins. The giant clump of parasites which have grouped together into their disturbing shape that looks oddly like a baby. It's revealed that everything started here, with this being the center of the mold network. It has spreading its roots for hundreds of years before Miranda found it and used its power to make herself the powerful leader. When Chris escapes the ruins, he finds Miranda's laboratory where the real Mia is also being held. The concept behind this piece was Ethan's last stand. Here Miranda transformed into the hag, which the hag would use Rose in the ceremony. The mold tendrils have grown over the four king statues and almost look like wings. Would have been cool if this is where the boss fight happened. The concept art for Ethan's fight with Miranda on the mold's covered ceremony say, oh, it is. We want to think about how the enemies in village would look from a first-person perspective. Key visualization like these were essential for picturing the gameplay. That's cool. Ethan's fight with Miranda in her spider form, her flying form. Concept for Ethan's finale, where he and Chris escape the village. However, Miranda, now absorbed into the giant parasite, goes berserk to stop Rose from escaping. She looks into the village symbol with the parasite and feathers. Rose is grown up and reading the picture book her parents used to read her when she was young. She has a bouquet of flowers for Ethan's grave. Chris gave her Ethan's jacket and ring. She goes to Ethan's grave after watching a mother and child on a bus. As she talks to her dad at his grave, she spots a man who looks like a security guard. From left to right, the handguns, the LEMI V61 Custom, and Pipe Bomb. The V61 Custom at the bottom is fully customized. The pistol at the top, the M1851 Wolfsbane with a wolf engraved, which can fire 50 caliber magnum bolts? Jesus. No. Under that is the M1897 shotgun with an engraving of an eagle. The GM7 grenade launcher is at the bottom of the stock, engraved with a horse. F2 rifle is up top, and the SYG 12 is under, both fully equipped with their customizations. The sniper rifle is a French bolt-action rifle. The art director's comment: the M1911 is on the left is the fully customized version. Is on the left, and the fully customized version is on the right. I do think it's cool how you can see the difference between them, which is just the handle and the clip, which is cool. Oh, this is the last one. Heisenberg's homemade weapon, self-propelled artillery equipment with a recoilless gun. It has a large engine with a supercharger. We ended up making the treads much larger in game than what we originally intended. And this is just back the concept art of the grown-up version of Rosemary Winters. She's wearing Ethan's jacket, but which he wrapped her in when she was a baby. We wanted to create the impression of Evelyn's influence, so we included green in her key colors. There was also the idea that Rose would fight some of Ethan's enemies. Huh. A few designs of Chris Redfield, initial drafts of the story, had him visit the Winters dressed in civilian clothes. The Hound Wolf Squad called him Alpha. The Mia that Chris shot was actually Miranda in disguise. When he loses Rose to her, he calls on his task force, the Hound Wolves, for backup. This is the Hound Wolf Squad. This is the first time Chris's elite squad makes an appearance in the Resident Evil universe. They were created to hunt the Lycans. As such, they were named the Hound Wolf Squad. From the left to right, we got Umber Eyes, a veteran sniper, Caney, a young dog handler, Lobo, machine gunner, Night Howl, communications, Tundra, former undercover agent for the DEA. Character designs for the village that seek refuge at the house. From left to right, Leonardo, Elaine's father, Elena, that girl, don't know how to say it, and Lunia. The design for the villagers was based on a mix of gothic and modern imagery. Outfits and hair from the 1960s were also used as inspiration. The character designs for the other villagers Ethan meets at the house. From left to right, Sebastian, Anton, Rosanna, and the Hag. Design for the merchant, the Duke. He was originally going to make his entrance on a runway with a runaway carriage and his horses running wild, but this was axed during development. These parasite. Okay, so this is just this is the rest of the stuff I read. Remains the crest of the four lords. The crest of the four lords of the village. The Demetress crest is a flower with the two swords, a symbol of feminine power. You can also see the cross in the center, which is associated with vampires. The doll crest is a moon and sun symbol of fantasy and reality, as well as the dark of Donna and the bright of Angie. The fish dude is a mermaid, although we wanted to create a very stark feel between the beautiful fish lady and the creepy fish man created. Heisenberg's crest is a horse and a horseshoe, implying that he's a strong and sturdy man. The horse was also based on the chess piece. Initial designs had each crest with their own book. In the center of the four crests is a symbol of crow feathers that looks a lot like an umbrella. That's like the umbrella thing from Raccoon City. Lycan, there's just all these things. I already read hers, read the daughters. I don't care about these. I read this one, right? Yeah. Read in detail. The puppeteer Donna and her doll Angie. Donna is dressed in black in mourning clothes, while Angie is dressed in a wedding dress with flowers. Each represent death and life. I like to say life and death. Angie's face is based on the same sun and moon motif as the crest. Donna's face is also based on the crest symbol, with the scarred part of her face caused by the parasites. Her base concept is that she's a ghost. The family dolls which Donna made. Baby read that. His design made a crown for more more Mora 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 Moru. Mor- this dude made a crown for himself out of bones of villagers. He also is the most cored by the parasite than any other lord. The concept behind his design is that he's half fish, half man. We used a number of creepy sea creature parts while also conveying a very Resident Evil series style monster. But unlike other transformed creatures in the series, he still understands and can speak human speech, a rare monster that can communicate. His brain has swollen into his back, is also separated and sprouted eyeballs. His design was also based on the Japanese river something kappa. Huh. The Mora's mutated form looks a lot more like an aquatic creature, as even as each of the boss fights are giant versions of himself. He is a massive mer creature covered with frog spawn looking eyes. He uses his large arms and legs as well as a giant fish like body to swim. This piece was used to visualize his acid vomit attacks, as well as his humanoid body outside of his mouth for his monstrous body. There's that if you want to see that. Just recenter this. We tried to convey his creepy aquatic nature in each movement and each attack. Heisenberg's main concept was Frankenstein. I already went over that. I already went over Mute. His original design was supposed to be a caterpillar. These are the drill men with a long time each during development. One arm was placed with a drill. The idea of that is inside the chest. A reactor inside their chest with the parasite inside that acts as an internal combustion engine. The goggles are units that Heisenberg uses to control them. We consciously created the enemy in the factory to be different so that they didn't just terrify players but also created a sense of anticipation. The design was based on Western medieval armors and helmets. I didn't see that being scary. The jet. We really were attached to the name Jet Drill during development. They used jets on their backs and their head looked like fighter planes. This design is similar to the horseshoe crab. We designed the front and back with different amounts of detail. Okay. The propeller on his head, yeah, okay. The parasite manifested differently in this creature compared to most lichens. We created him as a guard for the Megamycete. His final version wields a giant mace rather than a hammer. Urus, I don't know, his as a younger brother. Mother Miranda, and then all of her forms. The picture books went over that. Concept art for the prologue of Village, where Mia is reading the picture book to Rose. Concept art for the prologue of Village, where Chris shoots Mia and takes Rose. Windmill, Castlegate. I think I went. I read everything for these ones because I really like Demetresk. Then this is all for her. The room in place is someone's basement where the doll of Mia was being made. The overall impression of the room hasn't changed, but Angie's design did. Yeah, the whole room's the same. Well, no, actually, it's a little different, but Angie's the same. Yeah, the doll changed, windmill, with the cave, full arts in detail, gave the ruins, crossroads, PSA, the mill, stronghold, who cares? Concept art for Heisenberg kicking Ethan down into the hole in the giant cavern under the factory. Sturm chasing Ethan down a narrow, okay. Casting machine. This room was once used for casting iron, but Heisenberg ended up utilizing it for his twisted experiments. This links to the hidden engine room. An engine room powered by giant pistons. Okay, I read actually all of this. Okay, cool. That's that. I read all 120 pages of this. There you go, that's that. I have so much CP, nothing to spend it on. Don't say that. These are all the challenges. Survive the Lycan attack. Escape the mine. Defeat the mutated Demetrius. Defeat the doll. Defeat fish. Defeat Urus in the stronghold. Place the giant chalice in the ceremony site. Defeat the mutated Heisenberg. Find the Megamyces in the underground ruins. Finish the story on casual difficulty. Finish the story on at least standard difficulty. I did not finish it on hardcore or that. Craft an item in the crafting menu. Craft at least 60 items. Craft 150. Craft 300. Purchase something from Duke. Use a simple lockpick. Use 15. Combine treasure to complete form. Combine all treasures. Hunt an animal during the story. Hunt 40. Solve a labyrinth. Move the ball from the Winter's bedroom. I didn't do that because I didn't feel like it. Shoot down 5 crows. Open the door to every house. Break every breakable window. Shoot down a hanging production. Wow. Shoot down 15 valuable minerals. Push away an enemy after guarding story. Defeat an enemy from long range. Defeat at least 3 enemies while one attack. Set fire to a thing in the story. Knock a flaming arrow. Take down that thing in the story. Defeat Urus during the first Lycan attack when you first enter the village. Defeat the Vikings for defeat enemies. Defeat 20 enemies with other enemies' decks. Okay. Make a thing, drop her weapon in the story. Defeat a Semica with a landmine in the story. Remove all armor from a panzer. Defeat enemies with headshots. Defeat enemies. I only killed that 102. Well, a lot of those with handguns. Snipers. Grenade launchers. Magnums. Assault rifle. Grenades, pipe bombs. Mines. Defeat. Oh, that was close. This was nowhere as close. That one's also nothing close. That was pretty close. Use photo mode. Have that? I don't. It's a lot of money. Complete the village map. Destroy the old goats. Equip the gun. Create every type of item. Read every single file. I was kind of close. Finish the story using 4 or less recovery items. No. Dashing Dad, very close. Not even close. Finish the story using nothing but close combat weapons, not including the self-propelled artillery or prompted to shoot. Okay, so I can just use the lightsaber. Finish the story without crafting any items. Finish the story without moving items or stack items in the inventory. Finish the story 3 times. Get a combo of at least 30 during the. These are all things I'm not going to do. View all that. View all those. Obtain 200 items from the. Actually, I can't even do that anymore. Complete 30 challenges. Complete 70. Yeah, I can't do that because, well, if we go to the extra contact. I can click them. Okay, here's all the movies. Oh, what? The Girl, the Witch. Oh, I want to see this.
I don't understand why you are so...
What the hell? Mia, get down!
I could never do this. I'd laugh way too hard. That's the dude that plays Chris.
What the fuck?
Sorry, Ethan.
He's smiling the whole time.
I said get your hands off her!
Ethan, no.
Oh my god. He's so much taller. He's so short. Everyone's so short. Also, you. This dude doesn't. Why didn't they just have the person who's supposed to play these people be that? The blood stamp. Oh my god, look at her. She's giant. God. I think it's cool to see this. Yeah, why did they just have the person who played Lady D?
Because he is in my castle and has already proven too much for my daughters to handle. When I find him, I won't let you down.
I'm a huge simp for her. Like, oh my god.
To hell with the ceremony! That man will pay for what he's done.
My volume was way too low. I didn't even hear that they were talking.
Furthermore, I can assure you if you entrust the mortal to this task, my daughters will deliver the finest cups of his slaughtered blood.
I love Heisenberg so much.
You'll screw around with him in private. Where's the fun in that? Give him to me.
Let's see what you're really made of.
That's the dude that voices Heisenberg?
Let's see what you're really made of. Ethan Winters.
Get ready.
No! Wait!
Man blood. Man blood.
Oh my god, I love the castle. I wish that this was the whole game. Lady D. That's cool. Okay. These probably won't have anything else in them. That's actually really cool. And they have Tragedy of Ethan Winters, which I'm not going to read because I've already done it. I think I actually did this last time, but this is just the all of Ethan Resident Evil stuff. I read everything I actually wanted to read, though. I do think this is really cool. And definitely, like, if you have the trauma pack, definitely read all that. And definitely read all this, too. Because this actually gives you some cut stuff. I didn't read it, but I went through this. I did read it, but you could hear me. This is actually really cool, though. Definitely go through all this. Some more insight on, like, the characters. I went through the models without, like, being here, but these are just the models for other people. There's nothing in here. Rosemary. It's such a weird-looking baby. That's a weird-looking baby. It doesn't say anything, but it's just, like, the Duke. So fat. Like, look how fat he is. Just so fat. The Hag. Yeah, they just have everyone. And then they have Lady D, of course. I think this is probably... Look at her. Look. No, Look at her. Look at her. So cool. She's so cool. It's so cool. Her dress, amazing. Everything is just so cool about her. I love it. I love it. Then you have the girls, of course, which I've never noticed that they're not all blondes. This one was definitely the coolest. This one's obviously the main one that you notice. This one's cool as And then you got all of these guys. This thing, I hate this thing. It's terrifying. Anyways, yeah, that's everything. Then there's the Baker incident report, which is like a whole thing, but I'm not gonna read that right now. Anyways, that's that. Yeah, that's everything. There's more in the PlayStation Store if you want. Actually, you can't see this, but I have the extra content. I don't have the Survival Resource Pack or Mr. Raccoon Weapon Charm, but they're stupid. I do have the Trauma Pack, which is just concept art, and actually what I didn't do in the options, you can go to special and you can turn on found footage, which will make the screen look weird. Safe room, I do want that. And then tape recorders, those are for the next runs, of course, but I will not be live streaming those. I might record them just for evidence that I did it. But yeah, that was my speed run of, not speed run, light speed run of Resident Evil 7 or 8. I had fun. This was cool. And peace.